Grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Our text for today is taken from the book of Exodus, chapter 17. The people of Israel quarreling with Moses and with God. This story could be ripped from the headlines. The people have been saved by God with a mighty hand. They have been brought through the Red Sea on dry ground. They have come to the other side, and now they want to argue about their eating conditions. They quarrel over scarcity. It's not toilet paper, which seems to be the quarreling of today, but it is water. They quarrel because they are afraid. Scarcity leads to fear, always. And so when the people are a little bit unsure of what is going to come, how things are going to work, what they're going to eat, what they're going to drink, their answer, their solution is to quarrel, to fight, to act in fear. Even to the point where they ask the question, is God among us or not? It's not unlike the manna, which takes place very nearly at the same time. Scarcity and fear and hoarding, all of these things, which we're kind of honestly getting to know a little bit more than we would probably really like. All of these things are a result of that same fear. What's going to happen? You can just sort of feel the collective anxiety level in our country just sort of going up. I know it is in me, and it probably is in you. And how people react to this scarcity, to this uncertainty and fear may vary. Some will hunker down. Some will go forth in boldness and act as if nothing has changed. But everybody reacts in a different way. What we get from this in Exodus 17, though, is this underlying reality. We don't handle uncertainty and unknowing very well. I like to know where my food is coming from. I like to know where the water is. I like to know that there's going to be food in the pantry over the next week or month or year or whatever. And so if I can convince myself that I can kind of control my own little kingdom, my own little world, then maybe, just maybe, everything will be okay. That's how fear works. And of course, fear is one of Satan's very favorite of weapons. If Satan can convince you and me that God is no longer God, if Satan can convince us that God is not in charge, that he will not care for his people, that God doesn't really want anything to do with any of this, if Satan can convince you of that, well, then Satan's had a good day, hasn't he? That is his goal, after all. Is the Lord among us or not? That is the question that the Israelites asked. Now, of course, we know the answer, right? Yes, the Lord is among us. Always. He is here, ever present by his word and spirit. He is here in his sacrament. He is here in the waters of holy baptism. He is here in the word that was implanted in you the day that you were baptized. St. Paul kind of puts a different spin on this episode from Exodus when he writes in 1 Corinthians chapter 10. I do not want you to be unaware, brothers, that our fathers were all under the cloud. All passed through the sea. All were baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea. All ate the same spiritual food and all drank the same spiritual drink. For they drank from the spiritual rock that followed them. And the rock was Christ. Christ is present with us. Today, tomorrow, every day. Always. That's who he is. That's what he does. He guards and protects and keeps his people. It might be a good time for us to even remember those words from the Catechism. I believe that God has made me and all creatures, that he has given me my body and soul, eyes, ears, and all my members, my reason and all my senses, and still takes care of them. He also gives me clothing and food, shoes and drink, house and home, wife and children, land, animals, and all I have. He daily and richly protects me from all evil. God, in his mercy, is with you always. That's who Jesus is. That is what he does. And no little virus or big problem or anything else can ever change things. In many respects, this is an incredible time for us to be Christians. It's a great opportunity for us as Christians to demonstrate to the world what does it mean to have hope. Because hope is what it's about, my friends. And suffering, as St. Paul also reminds us in Romans 5, suffering produces endurance, which produces character, which produces hope. As we kind of work and live and move and try to figure out what all of this means in a day-to-day changing world, recognizing that God is still God, that Jesus still rose from the dead, and that all of these things are still in place. This is the gift. It's a gift that you can give to your family. It's a gift you can give to your neighbors and friends, to people who are afraid. They are afraid because they don't know what's going to happen. We don't either exactly, but we do know who will be there when it happens. And that makes all the difference in the world. So this day, beloved, come to the feast. Receive God's gifts. Rejoice in God's mercy. And serve your neighbor in love, knowing that Christ has served you as well. In Jesus' name. Amen. Now the peace of God,